What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of BoomJamGaming with Dishonored 2. Now, as Pedro is still busy moving, it's going to be a bit before we can get to Resident Evil 6. But it's all good. Enjoy that music whilst I find my own stream. They have mini burpees. Butts. Press the any button. Sure, I'll press the any button. Still trying to find mine. That's strange. There I am. Took me a bit, my goodness. Anyway. So, even though we know how to play the game, we're going to start with the tutorial. And the reason we're going to start with the tutorial is because there is actually a little bit of story in it. So, yeah, I'll start the tutorial. I don't care. 1837 to 1852. As Emily Caldwell, ruler of the Empire of the Isles, you have numerous enemies. Your father is Lord Corvo Attano, infamous royal protector and spy master. Oh, he's the spy master too now. In the years since you took the throne, Corvo has spent many hours training you in the arts of stealth and combat.
I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you.
Turn that up slightly for me so I can enjoy. Oh shit.
The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city.
Dunwall whiskey.
What training regimen does Father have in store for me today?
All right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
Did it.
Hurry. You'll have to sprint, vault the obstacle, then...
Yes.
Don't have to do anything.
What's next?
So, by the way, yeah, that was Corvo's voice. He's voiced now. Ah, yes, swimming in all of my royal finery.
If only I could spend every day running and jumping. Now to test my agility.
Dang. Always with the sneezing. choke out Corvo.
That's my girl.
I'm glad that he waits till the last minute.
Don't let me hear you or see you. Don't make any sound.
Didn't see anything at all. Quiet as a lynx stalking a gazelle.
Nice.
Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet.
I shot at what I thought were bottles, but apparently not. It was not a perfect shot. Hell yeah.
Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we? Yes. You hit. That's my daughter. When someone swings a sword at you, block. Good. Well done. Very good. You've got a natural instinct for fighting. If you time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance. Block with your blade. You're quick. Smart move. That'd stop even the most black-hearted killer. You can choke an enemy out, even in combat.
Yeah, that's actually a nice addition. Just being able to do that. Like I said, I'm glad that he like waits until he's about to choke her, until she's about to choke him
While
out.
they're off balance, deliver a fatal blow. Come on.
Corvo has aged,
Feel better knowing you can
but it's
take
been like
care of
50.
yourself.
It's been like 15 years, and he was already like late
When trouble
30s when
does
the last
finally
game happened.
come, you're ready to fight.
But yeah, I just figured it'd be a nice little jaunt through the tutorial. Spend a little time before things get serial. I considered doing a New Game Plus run for y'all. Like at the start. But I think it's only fair that you see the progression of her powers rather than just how cool it is when they're all. Hello. Oh, well, I don't really need to start the tutorial because I just did the tutorial. Oops. Oh well. Today marks the anniversary of the death of Empress Jessamine Caldwell, assassinated 15 years ago. Visitors from across the Empire of the Isles have journeyed to Dunwall Tower for the occasion. So Corvo is now also the Royal Spy Master, in addition to being the Lord Protector. And I think that's probably a good thing. Hello. Like, you want those two roles in the same person. Someone completely dedicated to protecting the Emperor or the Empress, in addition to being the one finding secrets.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Those are two very extremely different things. Oh, for those of you wondering, I did find out the canon fate of the Lord Regent. Corvo did the tower thing and he got arrested, and then Corvo was the one who executed him when it came
Watch
time
your
for
step,
that.
Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
I like the texturing on her uniform. You can really see it a lot
Her
better.
Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily,
You look tired, Father.
every year I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the
That's a
Empress.
man who truly
I
loved
don't
his
think I'm
partner.
very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us
Jessamine,
look guilty
right?
by
It's a neat
targeting
name.
your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
I don't know, it makes sense to me. I like this throne. It's pretty understated, but also still regal. It's not some
Majesty,
huge, crazy
before we
chair.
begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences
Love that
on
actor.
this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful Empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
Excuse me.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece.
Hello.
It's not true.
Now, I think
My
you'll all
father
recognize
was
her
Emperor
from
Johann
the Dowd
Jacob
DLCs.
Baldwin,
That is
and
Delilah
Jessamine was
Copperstone.
my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
Does
If
no one
you
else
really
notice the
are
weird
my
voice
mother's
effect?
Sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories. I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful
like her face isn't as full.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Nice. I think he bent time to do that.
Can't still my heart.
Which is cool, because that means that the powers that I chose are the powers you would have chosen. Ruler of the Empire of the Isles, trained in stealth and combat by her father, Corvo Attano. Corvo Attano, legendary royal protector to the Empress and figure of infamy for the time of the Rat Plague. Of course we're playing as Emily.
Cast you in cold marble. No! Sweet girl, over time you will come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, then I'll bring her to Colton prison until her trial.
He kicked me in the face.
My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Wow. That must be really rough for you.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
That'll be all, Captain Mayhew.
No!
So that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half?
That all escalated very quickly.
There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside her chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
I'm gonna mess you up, dude.
What happened?
I know, I can't believe they
Alexei.
fucking stabbed Alexei. She was so
throne.
cool.
Father.
Like, they made it seem like Alexei was gonna be
Nothing I
important, and
can
then
do alone.
bam, they take her
I
away
need
from
to
you.
get out of here.
Letter from the Tivian Trade Commission. Most esteemed Empress, as you know, the freight from Serkonos bound for Tivia is now routinely set upon by pirates or spoiled with bloodflies. In addition to the loss of Tivian lives, be they crew, dock workers, or shopkeepers, there's material cost of the cargo itself, which can barely be calculated. Things continue unchecked, we'll be forced to cease trading with Serkonos, and perhaps even embargo ships from the southernmost isle altogether. But this need not come to pass. The Trade Commission is a reasonable body and has already considered remedies to ameliorate the situation. Seek the following. 1. Independent qualified inspectors at all ports. 2. Patrols to defend against pirates and smugglers. 3. Compensation for the previous and future losses. It is this list of remedies that I wish to discuss with you in person at the earliest possible opportunity. So far, your staff have resisted our efforts to establish definitive time for negotiation. Prompt them to action, Majesty, for we are eager to travel Dunwall. Until we can sit down and discuss this in a civilized fashion, I send you our best. Demian Shrigan, Principal Tivian Trade Commission.
Sir, how long is it going to take, Captain Ramsey?
Hold your horses, Corporal. Dial. Ramsey knows what he's doing. The man's moving up in the world. He's old.
Ship launch protocol. Boring. Yet another murder, and I cannot remain silent on this matter. Strange is it not that all the victims have openly opposed you? If not strange, then also very convenient. Is there anything you wish to tell me, Majesty? How can I be an advisor if you don't include me in these most sensitive of endeavors? I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crown Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and advisor, Leonora Helmswater.
Now that he's helped the rightful Empress take the throne, Ramses are going to be back in fashion in Dunwall. You'd be smart to remember that.
I got apples.
They used to hide frogs in this old grandfather clock to drive the housekeepers mad. I thought life was complicated back then. The Hound Pits pub. I can't believe it, but I actually miss those times.
Life was simpler. You were 10. Corvo was doing all the work.
These bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos.
I miss having powers. Oh, this game also gives you the opportunity to play without powers completely, which is kind of neat.
How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed.
More of the windows are openable and closable now, which is a good addition to the gameplay. Well, the thing is, he was looking into what was ultimately the distraction.
Delilah is some sort of witch.
I don't really blame him.
Lady Emily, you're all right. I was worried. Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks. Looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Well, Dowd trapped her and didn't get to, and didn't really tell Corvo about it. Captain Mayhew, you don't know me, but you've got to tell the Royal Protector that I have urgent need of his time. I'm carrying a message that has to be delivered face to face. Tell him I'm working with Anton Sokolov, an old friend. All the boats are being sent away from the docks, and I'll delay as long as I can. Tell Lord Corvo to find me there. My ship is called the Dreadful Whale. Megan Foster.
This won't open without my ring. Ramsay has it.
So we are to assume that they killed all of the guards loyal to me. An owl. I like how there's just food everywhere, including the bathroom.
Emily, I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations, and I won't pretend to understand the pressure you're under. Only you and your mother before you could know what that's like. Whoever's undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit. But trust me, we'll find this crown killer, and they'll pay. Tomorrow is the anniversary of her death. A sad day for sure. But I want you to remember all that's happened over the last 15 years. You've held on to the throne, and you've done what you thought was right for the people of the Empire. You drained the flooded district, kept the gangs in check, and yesterday we launched a magnificent ship bearing Jessamine's name. You're becoming the sovereign your mother wanted you to be, and I'm proud of you.
Dad's proud of me. He'll be fine. He's gonna wake up with some pretty significant back pain, though. Let's give this a save. I appreciate that there are multiple campaign slots now, so that your autosaves don't replace each other. The Royal Protector. This is what I was talking about. The addended book. Historical record of government position and ranks. Addendum. Corvo Attano, accused of assassinating the Empress he was sworn to protect. How unlikely he would not only overcome this shame, but then redeem himself so fully as to be named Royal Protector to yet another Empress. Those of us at the College of Histories were too fast to use pen against him. Yet let us not blame historians, for the evidence against Attano was very overwhelming. First, he's the only Royal Protector to have been born on an isle other than Gristol. Ah, yes, he was a foreigner. What great evidence. His foreignness is itself not a crime, but added to the suspicions, the most forgiving of which was that he lacked the capacity to fully understand his duties. Second, he was caught quite red-handed, with bloodied weapon, kneeling over the body of Empress Jessamine. Of course, it turns out that even this damning evidence was part of a clever plot to destroy the Empress, and remove Attano from interfering with the ongoing plans of the Lord Regent's conspirators. And while I admit to publishing what are now clearly incorrect conclusions regarding Corvo Attano, I will not, as some of my colleagues have done, resign my position at our veritable organization, but instead I reassert myself in the endeavor of weeding out fact from fiction to produce the most salient histories possible. Man, fuck you. Drag my dad's name through the mud. Coins. Take as much coin as I can with me. I think that's the only guy here.
So, if I have two, and I give him one, it still got me one, but, then if I eat it... No, wait. No, if he eats it, then what?
Well, you can do drop knockouts, too, in this game.
Traitors.
Like they finally gave a non-lethal option for the otherwise awesome drop assassination mechanic. So we're gonna go as non-lethal and as stealthy as possible. It turns out I don't have the trophies for either of those things. Because I guess I got frustrated and killed some people. Crown Killer strikes again. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Emily Caldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Boyle recently wrote an opinion piece harshly criticizing the Empress for what he called her, quote, slipshod style of governance, and her, quote, willful neglect of duties. Authorities are convinced the Crown Killer is the culprit, given the gruesome details left at the crime scene. As Her Majesty's most outspoken adversaries fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we boldly ask, is it now the duty of the Royal Protector to murder all who dare criticize the throne? Poor gal.
Should I just spin it and pick a place to hide for a while? I need time to think.
A box. Also, you know what's good about doing a stealth run is it gives us time to really appreciate the place.
Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the King and Queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Punk ass. I'm surprised he could see me through that. Hardly seems fair. But it's okay, I'm not technically detected, so... He's got no peripheral vision. Oh, I can snap your neck.
This won't leave my hand again.
Let's go, asshole.
This reminds me of good times with friends, with Wyman. All gone now.
I have a hookah. Nice.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
I like that the ring is the only way in or out.
Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune.
Yeah, he's actually locked in here with 6 months worth of food and water. So he'll be fine. If I get back in 6 months. Whispers from the void. Nah. Treats you on the physical existence of the void. Bullets. So here's the Isle of Crystal. Here's Dunwall. There's Whitecliff. So Konos isn't even that far away. The islands aren't that far away from each other.
No time for that now.
Books on Corvo that are fascinating reads. See, that makes me think that, obviously, Canon Corvo was at least a little violent.
Old Samuel made this. I'm glad he didn't live to see me driven out of Dunwall Tower. I'll need this.
Bone charms. Crown Killer strikes
The Crown
again.
Killer must be connected to all this, with the Duke and Delilah. I have a feeling I'll need these.
Can't exactly pick up Corvo's mask because it's Corvo's mask. In Corvo's playthrough, his mask is there instead of spyglass. So all of these are just chunks of solid gold.
The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here. I'd better take these.
The Pendletons. Whales. Scared Emily. Right? Exactly. I like that they would melt the gold down into something that big, you know? Oh no, I did lock the dude in here. The door is already locked. That's his ironic punishment. Here it is. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you with your hair all whichever way is while you're asleep. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on your Empress face. It makes me happy that I know your real face, the one that laughs at our silly rhymes. I don't want to go back till morning, but I'm needed there. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I'll miss you. And yes, I'll bring you some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Lord Corvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, I know that I am joking and perfectly aware that white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Crystal. Take care, my darling Emily. Don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you. Wyman. Emily's got a boyfriend. Good thing Corvo's a statue. Can't read this this note from my boyfriend. I don't think there's anything else in here that I can take. Unless I'm missing any ingots. Do you think that's how much the ingot is worth? Nah, that would be silly. The ingot that I picked up was 150. So I think if we were to calculate out the size of that ingot versus all this, this is worth several thousand. I'm just not sure how much. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to take from here. Nah, I'm not going to take the food. I want him to really sweat it out. I want him to live in the lap of luxury. Luxury he can't do anything with. Because he's a punk-ass bitch. Cool. What was that? Thought I saw something glowing, but no. Yeah, so that guy will survive in that room for 6 months. If he's lucky, I can have this whole thing resolved in 6 months. A long day in Dunwall. Delilah and Duke Luca Bell have taken the tower. Dunwall is no longer a safe place for you. Escape the city by meeting with a boat captain down by the docks. I remember one time Batman beat an enemy named KG Beast by just walling him into a place in a sewer. They retconned it later that he sent the police to go get him, but he definitely killed that guy per the original writer's intentions. The villain's name again was KG Beast.
I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
Old history textbook. The whaling trade. What do we do with it?
What would my old governess say? Callista would probably tell me to sit up straight and to marry Wyman. She'd ask me when the War of the Four Crowns ended. 1625.
I hope Callista's doing okay. Corvo mentioned she wasn't around anymore. But hopefully it's because everything's good with her. It's just, you know, don't really need a governess anymore. And she wanted to be on, like, whaling ships, and you know Emily would have given her the opportunity. Empress Jessamine Caldwin. Tower of Dunwall. Oh boy, and I'm glad that's not my problem anymore. I'm sure she'd be like, oh no, Emily's in trouble. I am glad that I am leagues and leagues away, though. Because I almost died last time.
Dunwall.
Think I'm an excellent climber.
Somehow Delilah turned my father to stone. I will find a way to undo it.
That's the spirit, Emily. ever so slightly faster. Water or whale oil?
He says keep alert, and I says I am alert. I've been alert. And he says yeah, but this time I really mean it.
You're not fit for the watch uniform.
He'll be fine.
I need to find a ship. The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Caldwin has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find her. That's it. You've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkino, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now.
I guess that guy wasn't part of it. I want you in place just after the Duke and our new Empress make their appearance. Things will happen fast. Do your part and there's a share that spoils it for you and the others. Turn on me now and I'll ask the Duke to send his assassin after your dear old parents. Trust me, the so-called crown killer is the last dinner guest you want in your home, Mortimer Ramsey. So I'm full on bullets.
The former Empress, Emily Caldwin, has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason. Everyone's gotta die, yeah. Please, not today.
Asshole. Okay. They've got much better visual range.
Who's there?
Shit.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
Damn it.
I hope they accept my transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other districts.
Damn it. I'm better than this. $10 is $10. And we'll save again. Wait, no, I didn't mean to create a new save. Eh, well, whatever. Killed a lot of innocent people. For rent. Interesting.
Air feels heavy. Hard to get a good lungful. I'm hungry.
Kiela, sorry you missed us. I'll be taking the children away from Dunwall earlier than expected. A few weeks before the upcoming anniversary of Empress Jessamine's death. Things are about to get bad, and I'm not just talking about the Crown Killer. Besides, there's profit to be made bringing new silver miners down south. So arrangements must be made. Ta for now.
I also wonder what happens if you dump him in the fireplace. So let's see. Nothing. I guess that grate is there specifically to prevent that. I'm the Empress, I can pay these folks back. Eventually. But I need to escape. And escapes cost money. It just feels like there should be more to this place. Then again, that is boarded up.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Today, Delilah Caldwin is our new Empress. All hail Delilah. first of her name. Further, the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring Emily Caldwin will be fined and arrested. People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. You're advised to stay indoors during this time of unrest.
Keep my mind on my duties. Forget about that kiss. That kiss. Isn't it laundry day yet? Gotta be soon. Can't stand my own stench.
So it's a coup. The Caldwins have finally fallen. Never thought I'd see the day.
It seems so. And even the legendary Corvo Attano couldn't stop it.
There's money to be made on this, mark my words.
You seem chuffed and happy. What if it all goes to pieces? Sometimes these things end with people like us face down on an executioner's block.
Shh, we shouldn't be talking about this.
Until later, then.
Acquiring minds indeed want to learn. Let's see what we got in here. Yikes.
Maybe the Crown Killer will come back. Might be wounded. Maybe an easy way for me to earn a medal. Oh man, I hope the Crown Killer doesn't come back.
Make up your mind.
Killing Ichabod Boyle like that.
Indeed.
This is a terrible assignment. Who wants to keep watch over a place where someone was just gutted, even if it was an ass like Ichabod Boyle?
So the Boyles are out again.
Can I read? Of course I can read. What does he think? I'm stupid? I know all my letters, and then some.
Just that fella. Before we make any jumps. Okay. I don't think I'll make that jump.
Citizens of Dunwall, listen up. For the sake of your family,
damn
turn
it,
over
I
all
need to
information
pee.
concerning Emily Caldwin and Corvo treason.
Oh, there's two of them. All good, my guy. If there was just one of them, I wouldn't mind, but there's two of them. And it takes a bit to choke people out. stupid. I should probably take care of those guys before robbing the place. Surprised I didn't break. Heh. That's dumb. That shouldn't have worked. Letter to Laura. Laura, don't tell me my business. My family's been in this game for a long time and I'm not acting alone. Currently I have several friends working on similar pamphlets aimed at furthering turning public opinion against Emily Caldwin and her cursed royal protector. Lady Brambley is crafting hers, bastard daughter. That ought to light them up the court at Nathan Butterbridge is nearly finished with. Light them up at court. Nathan Butterbridge is nearly finished with prosecution for Corvo Attano. I'm giving consideration to releasing my own as, should Parliament rule, a modest proposal. Yes, I know she's the Empress, but eventually she'll bow under the weight that we will bring down upon her. First the gentry here in Dunwall, then the Parliament, finally the other Isles. By early next month, look for these works plastered on the walls here in the capital city, but if you're abroad, you'll see them in... I've never seen this place. Debakva, Alba, Karnaka, Kolkeni, and Yarrow as well. I have friends all over, Laura. Don't let it slip your mind for a second, Boyle.
Something's gotta give. This wool, it's just like mad. Why can't I wear my regular clothes?
Heard someone scream. The Crown Killer is watching. Oh man, safes.
Oh, hungry. Might be time to spring for fish cake.
Okay, I'm gonna rob this place blind. I mean, this guy's dead, so it's not like he needs it. Another day, another Boyle, you know what I'm saying? Oh. Got it. Whatever. I don't think there's actually anything up there. I'm very sad. That all looked so promising. Damn it. Oh well, at least I know there's nothing in those. You know, Domino is such a cool power though. Like, and I'm looking forward to using it. And seeing what else it is that she has in her power set. I can't remember what she can do beyond Domino and Shadow Walk. I didn't even catch these. It's not like he needs it. Save once more, so that we don't have to steal all that stuff again.
Let's see. What was it?
There we go.
For the sake of your family, turn over all information concerning Emily Caldwin and Corvo Attano, wanted for murder and treason.
Murder and treason. How exciting. I've been very busy apparently. Yikes.
Is that Ichabod Boyle? Another victim of the Crown Killer just days ago in Dunwall.
The Eye is watching us. But there we go. You know, I too can't wait for Domino. Make my life so much easier.
My family and I moved here 3 years ago. Biggest mistake we ever made.
This place has changed a lot over the years, and not for the better.
There's a special...
Just once, I'd like to see her buy the drinks. Just one time.
something I want to do. Special action can be taken. I don't know if that counts as being seen. I guess we'll know soon enough, won't we? This house, I believe, has been boarded up since the rat plague. Pages have been half-eaten by rats, only a few are still legible. 4th month of Earth, 1837. Yep. Fools running panicked in the streets. No worse place to be. Everyone knows plague is carried on the winds. I will do the only sensible thing and lock myself up until the infected breeze moves on. I have plenty of dried meats and other foodstuffs, enough to last me quite a while, I think. Empress Jessamine called for calm, and I will heed her call alone. 25th months of nets or thereabouts. Strong winds tonight. I'm afraid for anyone who hasn't barricaded themselves inside as I have. I know Empress Jessamine and her royal protector Lord Attano will find a solution soon. High cold, probably. I've lost track of time. Sometimes I sleep for days. I might be sick, but I dare not venture out to find a doctor. An ill wind might find me, and the plague is far worse than melancholy, is it not? Month of clans, I think. The wheat tastes rancid. Still no word from the Empress or Parliament. No city watch, walking the streets and ringing bells to announce a cure, but I know Empress Jessamine will do everything in her power to save Dunwall from the plague. I need only wait a while longer. Poor guy. Must have got it. Pear soda. Awesome. Oh, I'm sure that I'd be fine.
People of Dunwall, aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death.
Jesus.
Aid the city watch.
We've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Punishable by death, huh? sound a little extreme. Woes plague beleaguered Dunwall. Dunwall's troubles have multiplied of late, calling into question the very efficacy and intentions of our Empress. As evidence that Emily Caldwin has forsaken us, we need look no further than the Rudshire Financial, most commonly called the Flooded District. Though we recently drained, we dare not celebrate, as the area is still riddled with maintenance problems remaining from its time underwater. With so many unable to find work, would this not be the perfect moment to unveil a grand scheme to restore this once posh area? Alas, no further considerations have been proposed, nor has the Empress submitted solutions for the current whale oil shortage, even as we endure rationing and discomfort. The picture of incompetent leadership is completed when you add to all this the periodic accidental citizen deaths at the hands of Dunwall City Watch, all while Captain Mortimer Ramsey, appointed by our Empress, maintains the perfect innocence of those men and women in uniform who are supposed to protect us. Oof.
I don't like that. Better have a look.
Damn it. I'm going to see if there's a quieter way to open up the boards on that window. See if I can find a loose brick. Because that was an interesting house.
My family and I moved here 3 years ago. Biggest mistake we ever made.
Sorry to hear that, Home Slice.
This place has changed a lot over the years, and not for the better.
Might be time to spring for Fish King.
Feel safe. What is wrong with this city?
This was the fishmonger. I will save right before doing this.
Someone there?
And when you say sounds like me, do you mean the person writing the diary about shutting themselves in for a month? Because yeah. Or just the fact that he had dried meats. Because I do indeed have dried meats. Although I'm almost out of them. Thinking about it, I bet all of his dried meats were fish-based. Fish meats. Of course, I've made salmon jerky before, so...
People of Dunwall, aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death. Aid the City Watch in this time of transition.
I'm hungry.
Stealth. I'm a master of stealth.
We've got
It was a loud-ass train.
I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Brined hagfish. Delicious. Field ration brined hagfish. Menu type 8, 3 rations. Delicious. Processed whale oil. Good stuff. Ah, vice, in case I need to vice things. Is that a seagull or a person?
He says keep alert, and I says I am alert. I've been alert. And he says, yeah, but this time I really mean it.
That was the perfect time to knock that guy out. Clearly wasn't alert enough.
She says, then she'll leave him. I can wait.
An affair. My goodness. I know how to swim. This place looks familiar. Oh yeah. This is where Sam dropped me off. I think. The dog's reacting to something.
Something's going on at Dunwall Tower all across this cursed city. Where are you, Corvo Attano? Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Hell yeah.
Yes, I'm ready.
Well, this is as good a place as any to stop the episode, too. It's right here at the end of the level. Sweet! I was not detected. Those didn't count as detections. That's good. I found half the available coin, one of the available paintings. Damn it! I know where the other painting is. At least I think I do. Whatever. I'll do that again next time. Because we saved right before the end there, and I think I know where to find that painting, so we'd be... I think. Because the painting itself is worth a lot of money, which I need. But anyway, that'll be the end of the episode for now. I'll look it up, and I'll be back a little bit later. Catch you all next time. Bye-bye.